told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chicago Bears. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Back to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Went through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. A little juke, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. Touchdown!
T. Higgins.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touch. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Operating from the gun. Nicholson. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Bears at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Bears 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Hey, everybody join up still, bro. Tell them I'm coming on this bitch just Madden game.
So one up.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job. And then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
I've been promise you late.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Easy yardage there, right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to travel shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the reinforcements
stretch more.
Going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Right now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 1st touchdown. Nicholson.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That pass complete to Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears are back within a score.
When he come out.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
I might be on tomorrow.
Eluding the pressure
That shit, my girl.
Downfield by Smith.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swamped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton, 26 yards.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that
close,
make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's a wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So we was at her house
now as they will send
going
this
down
one
the stairs, and she was in front of me. I was behind her sister.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, she missed the bottom stairs and just took like she thought she was at the bottom.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best
it was so like when somebody laughs. I mean, when somebody falls funny at first.
Go ahead and try and repeat.
It was one of those funny. But then like everybody, it was a bunch of people in the basement, so everybody was laughing and shit. And then we got to look and see her shit swollen.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nicholson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Do my job.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 30 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First 2K release, I'm going to be able to get it in a minute. Years.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready, red cycle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Who he got?
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure, he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll set up a throw towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give them a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On the move to his left. Going deep downfield for once. And he's got it inside the 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bro, why am I missing layup? Fucking Michael Jordan.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This one taken just inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Fighting more on the out route for the completion. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Pierce gets this one running right. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off play action. Nicholson steps away. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw it to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 4th down, Nicholson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's got room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The slot man in motion right.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw. Nicholson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the
open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
What's the green? Bro. Ain't no way you just hit that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
God
damn, that's wild. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start
I mean,
at the 25.
We got 4.
Yeah, I'm almost done my Madden.
I'm not playing. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Off the play fake. Nicholson. He's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Tomorrow. Commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going to pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
My shit just be going back so fast.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Who you killing? I just got a haircut.
They'll look to throw.
Week and a half ago.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He hits Jacobs here on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
No.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal, option right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
James Worthy, why are you not in the
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton, 40 yards. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
You got your nose and mouth.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
90% of them, 90%.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Nicholson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Pierce now up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Hiromu. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the Wagyu.
Nope. Oh, yeah. I gave him that during a long time ago.
It's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Nicholson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On the give is Nwangwu. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.